Hi, welcome to the Fingernail Fixer vlog. I'm so excited you could join me. You never know what you're going to find on the vlog from week to week. It's going to be anything and everything nails, from talking about nails to doing nails, nail tutorials. Check out things on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be looking at nail products. We'll be talking about disinfection. We'll be doing everything and anything nails. So please reach down and click on subscribe or even join me every week on the Fingernail Fixer vlog. Hey everyone, it's Holly, Fingernail Fixer. This week's vlog is a spin-off, if you will, from last week, talking about insecurity, following up with what are we doing to push forward. For me personally, I expanded on Amber's advice about using the e-file to speed up my services a little bit, and going from using it on the nails to do some of my cuticle work, I just took it a step further and thought maybe I could use it on the toes and kind of speed things along, because I do dry cuticle work on the toes as well. And as you know, sometimes that can be pretty challenging and really takes a lot of time when you're trying to really make sure you do a good job so that your product sticks. And some of the things that I tried were the bit that she hooked me up with from Profiles, that little buttercup bit. And what I really like about that is that it is one size all the way down and has that nice rounded top. I really like that. I like how it worked on the nails, and I really liked how it worked on the toes. And I was using it on myself, which you'll see at the end of this when I show it in the video. It's pretty complicated. And the only thing is I'll probably order the smaller one for doing toes. And I tried a couple others that I happened to have because I'd purchased them thinking, oh, I'll try toes. And then, you know, that whole, you're gonna hurt someone if you do that because you don't know what you're doing. Like, you could practice and learn if you would, you know, do some online education. So I watched some videos and I'm practicing on myself. And so that's one of the fears that I'm going to accomplish and really work on to improve my time. And another bit that I tried, this is one of the ones that I've gotten from Atwood, and I liked it as well. It's skinnier than the one from Profiles, and it has a little tapered tip, which is really handy, and it did really nicely. I liked it a lot as well. So it was another one that was really cool and really handy. So either one of those would be great. And one that came in really sweet for the small toes, this one I had gotten from CJ Center for Beauty. It is really skinny. And the only thing that freaked me out a little bit, just because I'm such a novice still at some things with my e-file, is it is a little bit pointier. Like if I put that, it's not as super rounded as the other two bits at the tip. So I would probably make sure that I really stay away from the back edge of the toenails when I'm working with that. But it was so nice for down along the side walls that it really came in handy when I was really experimenting off video, kind of playing around and checking things out and just kind of playing around basically. And that's really what you have to do to kind of push past your insecurities, is just start playing around. And when you're working on yourself, you can feel the pressure that you're using. You're using the bits when you're working with them on that natural nail, you're using them at a really slow speed. And so you're not using them at a very high RPM. And something that I did is I ran it along my skin first to make sure that it wasn't at such a high RPM if I accidentally touched my skin, that it would do any damage, because that's really important to me. I don't want to like run it up against the skin of the proximal nail fold on purpose. I want to make sure that I'm just truly picking up the cuticle. And working with that really was a lot of fun, like trying them along there. And it was so much easier to get that cuticle and then using them for a little bit of callus smoothing. Like it's really hard to get those calluses in the little corners of your little toes with the file. And so being able to use them on that callus smoothing for those little corners on the little toes was really amazing. I really liked how that worked. It was really awesome. So just kind of stepping out of the box a little bit and giving it a try, pushing past that, like, oh, I don't know what you're doing, and like learning and trying was really fun. And to kind of have that excitement feeling again, like, I can do this, is a really fun feeling. And we sometimes, as veterans, kind of get into the groove of things that we're good at, and we stay in our own lane of the things that we are good at and forget to venture outside of our box. So it's really something I would suggest if, you know, there are things that you're kind of hiding from yourself, to go ahead and like investigate those things. Or if you're new, make sure that you're not narrowing down the things that you try because things are intimidating. You know, if there's something that's intimidating you, go ahead and make sure that you're giving it a fair shot. Not because you don't want to ever try it, but because you're going to do yourself a disservice by letting it intimidate you and not expanding your horizons. Because really, even if it doesn't seem like you'll ever be good at it, really learning and practicing is the only way to become good at it. That's the key. So let's take a look at it under camera, and you can see me kind of fumbling about because it's really tricky to e-file your own toes, let me tell you. Let's check it out. So as you caught in last week's vlog with Amber, I am trying out these e-file bits from Profiles. And now that we've tried it out on the nails, I'm really curious about it for toes. And as you can see, it doesn't hurt the skin. Still, the idea is not to touch the skin, but I'm super curious about it for toes, and what better person to try on than yourself. So this video isn't, you know, the normal setup, because it's kind of tricky to get to your own toes, and 10 times trickier to get to your own toes and video them. So forgive the angles and lighting and all that fun stuff, because I was curious what it would feel like on the toes, in addition to what it would be like to do it on the toes. And I think this size is a little big for getting down into those deeper sidewalls, so I would probably get the smaller one that they offer on the Profiles website. When I order some for myself, Amber sent me home one to play with, so I think I'll probably order the smaller one, especially for the smaller toes. And when I do kind of occasionally bump into the skin, I notice that it does not hurt, but I am trying to stay away from the skin and just hit the cuticle. And yeah, it's pretty crazy that it's pretty efficient to just kind of take that cuticle off. It's definitely gonna speed up my cuticle work time in the salon on those dry manicures that I'm already using the e-file for part of the service anyway. I'll probably still use my curette for the ones that I'm not using the e-file yet, but for like my rockstar toes, I'll probably get it out to make the service a little quicker. And for the ones that I'm gonna do a dry manicure on the nails that I'm putting like Boost or Jimmy Gel, then I'll probably use this to just quick do the cuticle work now, because this is definitely going to help improve my speed, which was one of the things I wanted to work on. I really like this little jigger. So I think I will get the smaller one, as this came in 3 different sizes. So I'll get the little guy for toes, but I think I really like this, and using it on the toes isn't horrible. I didn't die. It doesn't hurt at all. And using it on the nails, you really don't feel it at all. And I can easily keep it away from the skin. So, and I'm using it on a really slow speed. So you can see on my Mani Pro, pull that down enough that it'll focus. I don't have that on full speed at all. It's just barely past the quarter mark. So it's not on full speed at all. And this is my Mani Pro, my little passport. So let me know what you're doing to improve your speed on toes and how you feel about doing cuticle work with your bits, and what bits are your favorite for doing cuticle work if you're doing them with an e-file. What did you think? It was very interesting to like get your foot up on the table and try working on yourself. And obviously you wouldn't put a client's foot on the table, you would have them on a really handy footrest. But I was trying to get it up there so that you could see it under camera, plus be able for me to see it close enough to see what I'm doing and experience if there was anything to feel. Really, you can't hardly feel it. It's just kind of like a little slight vibration. So I was really surprised at how little there was to feel about it, which really made me feel good about it. I like that there's really not much to feel. It really made me feel good about the idea of doing it as a service on my clients. And I would love to know what bits you love for toes. I would love that feedback so that I can try other things and experiment with them. So definitely leave me some links if it will let you leave links. I forget which social medias let you leave links in the comments and which ones don't. Leave links if it will let you leave links, and if not, just leave the names for your favorite bits in the comments below. Or let me know what challenges you have. I would love to comment back and give you some support. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Definitely make sure that you are subscribed so that it lets you know when the next one is up and going, or lets you know if there's a tutorial available. Or if you're interested in becoming a member, hit join and you get custom emojis as well as a member badge. It's so awesome. And some custom content and a once a month live that is exclusive to members. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate your time and have a great week.